Hey Simmers, I am finally back with another speed build. Sorry for taking so long. This one, I decided to go with a motif of a black and white. It's a modern build. Once you can start seeing it. When I edit the video, the first half an hour of the initial video was completely other build I was started and then just scrapped because I did not like how it was looking. This one, it ends up being a two-bedroom, uh, one bath. Uh, I went with kind of, like I said, black and white motif for it. Here I am building the uh, backside first, just so it was easier to dry out of the roof. This was a little tedious. I just wanted to make sure everything fit. The idea I came up with this was I just wanted to build something that was just a little modern, something simple. It I built it in Willow Creek. It's on a, I believe, a 20 by 30 lot. Here I am kind of deleting the inner walls just to open everything up. Uh, the way I thought about it is you've got the uh, two rooms upstairs, two bedrooms in the bath, and the downstairs has the kitchen, the dining area, and the living room. Uh, when I start doing the decorating inside of the house, uh, sorry for all the pauses. You'll start seeing once I start doing the decorating, you'll see I came up with one I the layout should have been a bit different, but I decided that the family that lives here, this is how they wanted it. I kept with thing. Here's me finally adding lights to the room so I can see what I was doing. So yeah, there's railings at that. So this is the kitchen. I wanted to try to find a window I liked that still could fit counters underneath it. I think this is where I kind of made the decision it was going to be built in black and white. I wanted to have the kitchen here. The way a proper layout should have been done is you had the kitchen, the dining room is where the living room is, the living room is where the dining room should have been. Uh, Picking up the tables, like I said, I put the dining room over in this area, which thinking about it now, if I was in a real house, that probably would have been the more the living room area. Uh, but it was kind of nice. Eventually, I had walls to each side of the counters there. And here's where I'm just starting to pick up furniture items. Get the room. I realized, oh, I need a door to the back area. That's why they get the doors pretty much lined over with each other. In the end, I think this place turned out nice. It uses a lot of packs. It'll be up on the gallery probably after I finish uploading this. 'Cause, at this point, I still haven't taken a screenshot to make my title screen. As I'm filming this, I'm realizing, oh, I need to get that. So when this is rendering up for going to be up on YouTube, I will probably log in, get the screenshot, and get my screen card, my title screen card made then. Yes, there's a laptop on the dining room table, and then upstairs in the what's going to be the teen room, it will be another computer. Unlike some of my other builds where I've done black and white builds with one room that's color, I didn't do anything. Most of the color comes from plants and a few items I added, but it's generally a very black and white build. I kind of pick out items here I want. That vase does not stay. I could not figure out how to make it work. Thought about those shelves and then I think I changed my mind. Yeah, I decided to use this instead. I do downsize both of those vases. I felt they kind of looked a little too big, but trying to figure out stuff to stick on it was a little difficult. I think the only rooms that have curtains are the bedrooms. Here's why I kind of turned off the black and white options so I could get the plant, so I could get my red shelf, which I have to re-put back in. I haven't updated my mods since the update. I did get a little frustrated because my legacy family kept on freezing on me. I don't record my legacy family. That's this. My legacy family is the third generation are just about to turn to teens. I've already got it planned out which one's going to be my heir for that. Uh, so that was kind of making me happy. Uh, I'm doing a lot. I don't think I made it the main floor as cluttered as I usually do. Like the coffee table ends up not having anything on it in the end. I think the kids' room, the teen room, is probably the most cluttered room. I tried to keep paintings and that up. I wanted to make sure the place was decorated, but I didn't want to overdo it. Digging through trying to find stuff that's black and white that I kind of think would work in this place is a little hard. And I do think some of the items I picked when I put them on the surfaces, I should have probably changed if they had a white swatch instead, so that you could see them on the counters a bit clearer. Uh, yeah, it took me the longest time to realize I did not have a sink there. In the actual build, I think the sink came in later. I switched from working on the inside to the outside here. I do make some changes to the exterior. At first I had it being all this wood tone along the sides, and as you can see it's black and white still. Going through, yes, I realized that a couple of the mistakes as I went through. I eventually turned most of that wall, other than the spot right above the pillar, uh, to the white tone as well. Here's me starting to fill into the apartment. I added an extra light in that area because it seemed a little dark just because of the way that one wall is. I like the size of the kitchen. It has enough room. If I was going to make a change, I would have probably changed those counters for a bar instead of if I was going to make a change to this place. I figure it's there. I figure the family that I had, because I didn't create a fan for this. I just kind of came up with the stories I want. It's a married couple with their teenage. Don't know if it's a son or a daughter. they have a thing for black and white decor, and their kid picked up on this, and they just kind of ran with it. Here's where we switched. Next one. Here's where I decided to start going back. I had a few accent walls here and there, just to kind of spice up. Like I said, the kids' room, it's still black and white, but you get this little pop of red in it. And there's the computer. Trying to come up with how they decorate. It's nice. I had to use the F5 to get some of some of these items placed. Uh, but I continued the theme. I figure they have this little seating area with the pillows. They sit there to read. I think it's a girl because I do think I put up some makeup trays in that. Now that I watch Yumi decorate it, I think it's a daughter. So yeah, taking through it. Eventually move the mirror over there and kind of go that they're a bit of a gamer too. I figured this is how they kind of decorated the room. Like I said, there isn't much color in this place. It's just these little pops here and there. The bathroom, I think, was probably the hardest. I decided to add those bottles down below. This is where I kind of figure out a bit more, trying to get it all situated and everything. The parents' room, I think, was a little bit more. It was a little harder trying to find a dresser I liked that fit in there. Here's where I kind of switch my modes again. I don't know why that painting does not come up as tagged as black or white. I always have to leave those options to find it. Here's trying to figure out a rug. I put 2 rugs in there just to kind of balance off. So I use black curtains in the parents, whites in the kids. Move the pillow so it doesn't get closed in. The bathroom, I'm gonna say, wasn't the hardest to decorate. I just kind of kept the motif. I figured I'd go with the same counters as down below. I just kept on clipping it. It was so annoying. Ba this is where I search. It's looking for this bathroom cupboard thing. It took me forever to find it. I don't know what to actually call it to do a search for it. Just a few paintings up there. Then it was out to the landscaping. Decided to use some bushes and that just to kind of fill in it. The backyard is pretty simple. I sized these down so I realized I was blocking the windows. I decided to kind of fill it up with these short little trees. Like, they're well kept. They keep them that short on purpose. I do eventually do a nighttime, switch to nighttime when I go to light up everything. And I continued the black and white theme outside, kept to the same railings throughout the build. Not necessarily, I think those would be the type you use in a backyard, but here's where I made that just a bit bigger. Because as you can see, I put planters there. I figured they do a small bit of gardening. The mom does it as a hobby. So yeah, this is how it turned out. Yeah, this is what kind of where I kind of changed my mind on some things that fix up some of the paint things. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes when you drag across, it'll paint on a wall on the opposite side. Uh, so yeah, spinning around trying to find it. Uh, yeah, you'll really notice if you're doing any baking, all the flour on them. Yeah, and here's where I decide to kind of switch and add these lights. So that's kind of where I'm going to end it. There's no screenshots today, so leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to. And until next time, Susu!